Good morning. Oh, just trying to sort my screen out. Apologies, first of all, for the foghorn in the kitchen. My husband, obviously, is working from home, and if you haven't heard him from before, that's the noise level. And he's hosting a meeting, so I think he's even louder than usual. Right, so it is the 2nd of April, just gone 10:30. So 10:30, and almost about the time that I'm aiming for. Give one person that's tuned in, thank you. Oh, it's really hard to concentrate with fog on in the background, but I'll try. Yeah, so morning, Vicky the toy hoarder. Yes, so I'll go through a little bit of what I got up to yesterday. I've got some bits going out and have a little chit chat about goals as well. Yeah, I think I put mood swings in the title. Is it just me getting the mood swings? How is everybody? Let me know how you're doing. How are you coping? Vicky finally got a live, no bloody notification. I know, I don't know what's going on with the no notifications, or if it's like everything's starting to crumble a bit, because obviously there's less people working everywhere, and if they have a problem, there's less people to sort it out, isn't there? Morning, Crispy. How are you getting on in living with your fam again? Oh, Rachel, see, Rachel got a notification. Maybe they dish it out, you know. You'll get one today, you'll get one tomorrow. Morning, Julie. Yeah, I'm so distracted at the moment. Sorry, there's more like me looking off and trying to bring myself back in than usual, and it's so difficult with the noise. Morning, Julie. Oh, hang on, 2 Julies. Morning, Julie. Morning, South London reseller. How's your can't stay online teaching? See you later. Oh, cool. Well done. Enjoy that. Morning, Leanne. So yeah, I'll try and concentrate. Yeah, one of the things. So what did we get up to yesterday? Oh, freaking heck, it's really hard. Did try and do, like, apart from we do the exercise, like go out, either me and Maud, or well, usually 2 of us, or sometimes we go separately. Well, not Maud. Maud always comes with one of us. So I said, oh, I don't fancy going far. I said, but I'm taking out with me a tape measure, like one of my large letter envelopes that I post. I post most of the cross stitching, and these don't fit in my little post box here, and the next one that's down near my parcel shop, these don't. The aperture on the post box is too small, so I've been cycling to like the big post boxes with more like this one that way, one that way. And then yesterday I was like, I'm just going to try that one that just, I don't think the aperture that way is so wide as the really big ones, but it is large letter. Like, this will fit in, my cross stitch will fit in. I was chuffed to bits. There was a guy come past. The girls were still over the other side of the road. I just went to check the post box, and I was going, oh my God, it fits. Oh my God, this is brilliant. Oh, and there was a guy coming past who was just like looking, and I was like, oh, this is such good news. And Connie was shouting because she said I wasn't 2 meters away from the guy that was passing on the pavement. It's quite a wide pavement, so I had to go in the grass, probably in the dog poo. And then he started joining in from up the road, shouting across to Connie and saying, you shouldn't be shouting at your mum like that. And I was just like, I'm just so happy with the post box. I've got another large letter post box, and it's even closer, so I can go do that on our little exercise route. And literally finding that post box, I said, this has made my quarantine. It was like, because now I can just do that, and well, don't have to go quite as far as well. And I was quite shocked when I went to Caversham the other day with the amount of people that were just out and about. Morning, Antoinette Daly. Don't know what I have to say your surname there. Oh, Rachel says hello, Maud. She's reading David. What are you reading?
The Ice Monster.
Ice Monster, David Williams. I've said she's done a timetable this morning. So I said, right, just sort of work out like a timetable for the week if you're struggling. And it can be, you know, PE, it could be artwork, it could be reading. That all counts. And so now she's in her reading slot, just because they don't need to get up early. But I said, you know, say between 10 and 3, we need to be making an effort to Tom's going to be working anyway, but to be doing stuff like a normal school day sort of thing, just for the variety, just to keep us sane, really. Chris feels definitely weird after living on my own for the past, oh my God, 8 years, and now you're having to share space all the time. Weird, yeah, that's probably a polite way of putting it at the moment, I suppose. I mean, it would be hard not be on your own, not being able to go out at all. Actually, morning, Margaret. That's my Auntie Margaret. Are you coping all right? So my Auntie Margaret lives on her own as well, so in some ways I'm like, yeah, I'd be fine with that, but then you go places and you do stuff, don't you? Morning, Cheryl. Morning, thank you, Shelley and Reseller Community. You're the current reason for my getting up in the morning. Oh, that's lovely to hear. That's really lovely, because I've struggled myself going, although I was up early this morning. I woke up about 5, I think. Is it 5? I don't know. And I got up quite early. I thought I'll just get a cup of tea and go back to bed. But then I got down here and I don't know what possessed me. I've already done 5 listings. I've done a bit of my puzzle. I was tidying up, it's like, oh no, I know I'm going to crash and burn later. I was messaging people. I was like, yeah, blah, 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 blah. It's not good, really. Vicky, been trying to keep busy all day to avoid thinking. If I think, I'll worry and my anxiety will grow, so mood's not great. Yeah, we're only watching the once a day update, the afternoon update with the government, the government roll call, whatever you want to call it. Yeah, I like to tune in for that and get, I don't know, you don't even know if they're not correct figures, are they? They can't get all of the figures, but it's a guide to know. And I was interested to see, after I'd been complaining about the amount of traffic in Caversham, I was on my bicycle. Oh God, I've gone back how many years. They were saying that actually the level of traffic seemed to have gone up from like 10 to 30%. And I noticed that. I thought, why are there so many people in cars? And they're not even going slowly, they're going quite fast, And I just keep thinking, when I see somebody going, them all, bunched up and going quite fast, like, if you have an accident now, that they can't deal with you. If you're going places, fine, but it felt like not all of those people could be key workers at that time of day or, delivering stuff. Also, for me, it's late at night. My anxiety gets worse. My eyes might be a bit bloodshot, a bit glassy-eyed this morning because, we've had sore throats on and off for like a couple of weeks now, me and Tom. And yesterday I was like, oh my God, I think I've got a cold. Like, how can I have a cold? Like, late at night, the sore throat seems to kick off. And I was snotty and my eye was running a bit. And Connie's going, oh, are you crying at like something we were watching? I said, no, my eye's streaming. And I was like, how can I have picked up a cold germ? I haven't been in anywhere. I haven't been near anybody. How can that have happened? And we're wondering if it's whatever germ we've had, like, coming out more. It's just bizarre. So my eyes might look a bit buggered this morning. Just scrolling down. Vicky getting lots done. Yeah, I'm still trying to follow. It's a lot of ums and ahs as well. I'm trying to concentrate. Mel Sparrow's End thing of like ticking off something for eBay or work, something for personal, or I've changed to family, which is we end up playing some kind of family game or something all together anyway because we're all together, and something for the garden and something for the house. And I feel like if I've done those, I feel like I've achieved something of my day. And I have a real need to feel like I've achieved something, and so that helps me. Morning, Karen. Hubby's snoring is driving me crazy. Oh, word. Put him in the lounge. Oh, Rachel says good book choice, Maud. Yeah, she just told me that she read out a passage and the person in there's got an Aunt Maud as well. Julie, I've found a lot in my work bag. Oh, if I'm missing it, so I was happy. Rachel, I had a mood dip yesterday and a headache and just wasn't getting anything done, so gave up and had a lie down instead. Feel better today, so fingers crossed. Well, that's what I find with my moods. Like, you can tell yourself, well, I do tell myself, if I'm down, like, you will come back up. You will come out of it. You will come out the other side. And I can tell myself and go, well, it's still crap. It's still horrible. And I'd rather I wasn't in this. But it does always pass. And yeah, it does always, because it's like that, isn't it? And it's going to be like that anyway. I think we're all going to settle into some kind of routine, whether we do it on purpose, like I'm very like, right, this is my routine, we're doing this, or it just naturally happens. For some people, they end up with a natural routine because they're not that sort of, don't want to be regimented, but they'll probably naturally end up like, right, we breakfast at this time, we can take a bit easier with this. And naturally, I think everyone will end up like, right, okay, I know what I'm doing now. Bad Wolf, good morning, Shell and Maud, and loud voice in the background. Yeah, that's Tom. Loud Tom. Morning, Anna. Oh, Julia. Oh, you found a Kit Kat in your bag. Oh, nice. Vicky, I feel like I'm in Tom's meeting. It's really hard to concentrate. He's in and out of meetings all day, but he's chairing this one. I'm sure it's made him even louder. I used to think, oh, it's because he's talking to people in India and America and stuff, and he feels like he needs to shout, but he's like it with everyone. Morning, Andrea. Morning, Rocky Rose. Who was just messaging me? It wasn't you, was it, Rocky Rose? No, it was somebody else about the 5G thing. I did have a quick look. It's bad. So, well, we'll get through this together. Imagine living with this every day. Oh, Sam, just been into my local town and it was like a ghost town. Come in like a ghost town. Sorry, I shouldn't try to sing. Morning, Gemma. Rachel, yeah, interesting you said that, hay fever pollen, because I do suffer from hay fever and I do get it earlier from tree pollen. And I thought, God, can it just have been... Oh, yeah. I went on my little exercise around the block, but yeah, because we are spending more time in the garden. I'm in and out to the garage. Yeah, I wondered if it could be hay fever, actually. Yeah, it could be, couldn't it? Rocky Rose, I live in a big city and it's so quiet. The main roads are empty, the traffic has really disappeared. Yeah, my local, which is more like a village down the road, it's just too busy the other day. And I'm so chuffed I found this other post box so I don't have to go too far if I don't want to, I don't feel like it. It's not hugely far away, but certainly don't want to be going down amongst all those people. It's ridiculous. Days May sounds like hay fever. Yeah, it probably is actually. Knit. Hi DBG, how are you today? Yeah, tree pollen. Bad Wolf, I keep having moments where I think this is truly some weird dream I'm having. That's exactly it. It's surreal, isn't it? And it's like when you can't believe something's true. I feel like it's like when like when you lose somebody and you feel like, well, how I can't feel that. So they must be, if I go to where they usually are, I must be able to find them. You can't grasp, I feel like I can't grasp it. Rage from my husband's exactly the same with his work phone calls and online conferences. Yeah, it's just got to be done. But, because he did say, oh, right, so he says when they're really important ones and I can't go in to make cups of tea because he's in the kitchen. And I was like, do you know what though? Or if the girls are kicking off or something, I said, they've got to realise it's not your normal workspace. It's not just in England, it's everywhere. I'm surely they're going to be understanding if they can hear noise. Like you're all having to be understanding hearing the noise. I'm sure it's getting louder. Vicky, I'm listing mega boring console games, not fun. I miss the toys. Yeah, I've got some more jewelry to sort, but I'm really like trying to force myself to list my drugs first. Morning, Jason. Oh, Rachel, you've been affected by the pollen too. Okay, probably is that, isn't it? Of course, last night I was like, oh, my eyes. Oh gosh, it's not. I don't think you've got coronavirus. I said, well, that would explain as well. Because I haven't been anywhere to pick a germ up. It must be hay fever. grass isn't being cut around here. That sparks my hay fever off. Cheryl, so bonus at the min. So our neighbours are always out. They scare their lawn as well, scarify it. So there's one thing that mows it, and then there's something else that does something to the moss. Like they really take care of the lawn. When we had a lawn, they did ask once for me to go and pull the marigolds, the dandelions up, because they didn't want them turning into clots and going onto their lawn. But we've got pebbles out the front now, so all the green bits just get pulled out. Right, yes, so yeah, that literally made my quarantine, finding that post box. That is my life, and it's the little things, but that's a major thing for me. Yesterday afternoon, we tried to do Joe Wicks, me and the girls. I managed half of it, and we were just like, I was like, God, am I this unfit? Like, he really goes for it, doesn't he? He was quite good, but yeah, it is weird without the music. I know he's getting music. But we also did an indie chick, mind, body, calm yoga, if you haven't already subscribed to that on YouTube. And that was, whoa, that made the insides of my thighs stretch. But I preferred it to the Joe Wicks, for me personally. Well, he kept making us jump and stuff. I just thought I was going to wet myself. So I think indie's better for me. But she's released one today, or posted one that's, I think, his shoulders, neck and upper back or something. You can even do it from a chair. And I thought that sounds like my cup of tea. So we're all doing that at 3, Tom as well. As a family, we're going to do indie chicks. I'm sure I reckon if you stopped talking, Shelley, we'd hear every word Tom is saying. Oh, man. Yeah, you can imagine if you're just on the phone to anybody normal as well in the evenings and that. You used to just take a phone call, like we'd be watching telly, you'd take a phone call, and like, can you go like somewhere else, like another building? And alas, my son suffers with tree pollen, especially blossom. Oh yeah, blossoms out everywhere. We've got blossom trees here as well. It's hay fever, isn't it? Oh, thank you. Yeah, Joe Wicks has broke his arm. I saw that. So, oh my God, he's in plaster. Che, yeah, sounds good. It sounds like the sort of thing I can cope with. Yeah, I'll show you what's going out in a minute. But something I realised, I'm totally not with it with where we are. You know, when you lose track of days, like at Christmas and stuff. And I saw Karen Barnes's post on Insta of her April goals. I was like, oh, whoops. Like, I've just remembered I set March goals, and one of them was to do a video on how I store my jewellery. And I kept thinking I've got weeks to do that. But it was more that in the back of my mind, I know we've got weeks at home, so I've got loads of time to do it. But I meant to do it as a March goal and I haven't done it, so that's moving to April. What did I have on my list? So, oh yeah, test the gold and silver. I have started doing that and list it. That's an ongoing job. I was back in March, I was listing 10 a day, Monday to Friday. Well, I've cut that down to 5 just to pace myself. Yeah, organise the jewellery. I've done a lot of that as well, and do a video, so that's moving to April. And I don't know if I've got other goals for April. Keep sane, like the usual stuff. Somebody who made me laugh yesterday. Somebody just messaged back and said their goal was just to stay alive in April. I was like, do you mind if I could take that one too? Yeah, it's a good one. Brad Wolf, Joe Wicks made me tired just hearing him talk, let alone any of the exercise. I think his voice grates on some people, doesn't it? You know, we could have a shouting competition. My husband would win. Oh, Andrea, try Lucy Wyndham Reid's YouTube workouts. Short, 10 minutes. That sounds like HIIT workouts and some for kids too. Lucy Wyndham Reid. I'll write that down because I think what Tom wants to do and what he enjoys doing is we dance, and we often do that. We end up knocking the light fittings down usually. Lucy, that might be somebody you've given me before when I was looking for a stretchy class, Andrew, and I never did it. But now it's the time, isn't it, to do all those things we're saying, oh, if I hadn't had time at home, I would do that. Well, this is your chance. Get on with it. Yeah, hope girl stays sane. My goal is not to kill my husband. Karen, another good one. Put that on my list. Yeah. So eBay sales continue to be pretty strong. Looking at my little bar graph, it's higher. So gross, like including fees, shipping, blah, blah, blah. For yesterday, it was £114.89. very respectable day. And I think, yeah, I keep thinking, God, it's odd, isn't it? But it's not, because we're all at home and I'm doing it as well. I'm night shopping online. Maybe, well, it's going to contribute something to the economy, isn't it? So I've got, the lady with that I found the chipped bead was very reasonable, and I think I just offered her like a £5 off. Like, I didn't see it to start with, so I think you can wear it and not even see it. I said, I can just fully refund you, and I was apologetic, and she said, oh no, yeah, that's fine. And she messaged again and said, you got some lovely jewelry. I said, no, like some really nice bits, but need to can't keep it all. Yeah, so I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 bits going out, and one, this is going back so long. I don't know when I listed it. I don't think I do. Yeah, it was pre me keeping a skew of when I listed stuff. I've had this so long. It's nice. It's a poetry jumper, like cotton, boxy. I think I tried it on myself at one point because I like boxy, but this kind of pink doesn't really suit me. Had it so long. It's an 8, and literally somebody offered me £8.50 plus shipping yesterday. I just took it. I think I've got one of the jumper listed now. Oh no, that's not true. I've got cashmeres, but just like non-cashmere for women. I don't know if I've got any men's on. Yeah, so that's going out. Just I don't know if that'll fit in my big post box. I can put it with my herpes pile. My herpes piles. And then Julie wise, it's necklaces. Julie Pearson, I had to go and sit in the shed. Well, I've had a really good clear out of the garage of the big boxes that I knew I didn't need anymore. So I've sold like most of the puzzles and need to keep something for Harry Potter's, and so we can get to the darts board now. So I love being in my garage. I used to spend quite a long time in there fanning about, tidying. But that's an option, is to just go in there and play darts. And there's lots of wine out there too. But yeah, it does. I found myself sometimes sort of tea time-ish, like before tea, like early evening, and the girls like watching telly or something. And I thought, I'm getting a cup of tea, I'm going up to my room. I'm going to go and sit in my bedroom. Like, they've got lounge, I'm in the bedroom. But then they come up often, and they start coming in one by one. I'm like, oh my God, why are you? This is I'm trying to come. I need some time to myself. Okay, with the kids and husband home, staying same will be tough. Yeah, well, I know how I get at Christmas when I'm like completely ready for everybody to go back to school and work. So it's going to be challenging. DPG got an offer this morning for €70 for a pair of jeans, waiting on them to pay now. Oh, that's good. Hey, Pre-Love Boutique. I've just been messaging you on Insta, have I? Pre-Love Boutique. Or is that somebody else with a similar name? Cheryl, yes, I will. I'm going to do a video this month. It's on my April goals. I'm going to do a video on how I store my jewellery, and it's getting quite organised now, to be honest. Julie, it's a nice shed with chairs in it and everything. Is it a she shed? There you go. Cheryl, I love a she shed. Got one down my allotment. Yeah, I like my garage. There are little garden chairs. Well, we've got Tommy Bahama. You can actually lay down in them, chairs in there. Maybe I should get a couple out. Could be like a little den, couldn't it? I have. I'll message you again after this. We were just chatting about jewellery bundles. Morning, Lex. Just got in. Can you start again, please? Of course. How long have I been going? 23 minutes. I'm sure everybody would love to see me grab it on again and listen to that for another 23 minutes. I reckon I'm going to do this in half an hour. That's only 6 more minutes. Morning, Jane. Hi, Shelley. I'm a newbie at reselling. Can you tell me if I send an offer on an item, does it go to all the watchers or just one, or is it better to reduce the price? I have a lot of luck with offers to watchers. When you go in to do the offer, and whether you like knock money off or you're doing a discount, whatever you choose, it will tell you how many people it's going to go to, because how it works is, say you've got 10 people watching, you might go to do the offer and it might only go to 2 people, because to stop people from being bombarded with offers from tons of sellers, eBay will only allow a certain amount to go to each watcher. Just to stop them getting bombarded. So if those other 8 people you've either offered to before or have already received offers that day, they won't be available for you to send your offer to. So sometimes, sometimes people think, oh, I'm going to just build them all up, but you may lose the ability to offer to some of your watchers because somebody else might have offered to them and then you can't. I hope that makes sense. She's in her room. She's in her room doing her work. I feel like I'm going to sneeze. Daisy, good morning, Shelley. Love to see you. Got me at mood swings. Crispy women having man caves. What is happening with the world? Yeah, it's she sheds have been a thing for a while, haven't they? But the thing is, I'm more. Tom's not very outdoorsy at all, practical. So he doesn't need the garage, but I fully, you'll know from all my stock in that I fully have the garage, and like the fire is mine. Sometimes I get him to bring in some wood these days because he can cope with that. He's quite good at organising the wood in the wood store, but like doing the fire and all that, that's me. Karen, we have a shed with all the gardening stuff in. I could make a little seating area in there to get away. Yeah, it is a really good idea. We could all do up our little extra areas for little dens while we're off. Lex put a carpet down on a bit of the garage. Does that count as a she shed? Absolutely. Go and sit on there with a little cocktail, little umbrella. Under the patio. Oh, what somebody said. You can put your husband under there. Rachel, morning, bad biscuit. Dreamt I came to see you and you introduced me to your friend, Will Edmonds. Right, Vicky, my she shed is literally filled with toys. Imagine that. Neighbour has a she shed, Andrea. Lex isn't friends with Noel. Rachel, I have a jewellery job lot waiting at home but stuck in Spain. Oh, whoa. I was going to say that's unfortunate, or is it unfortunate? Do you want, what is your jewellery job lot stuck in Spain, or you're stuck in Spain? Connie is under the patio. Well, she might be soon. Right, yes, so love this. I'm not such a big fan of stuff that comes on stringy stuff or, the leather stuff, but I do love this because it's just plastic, but it's like, faux amber type stuff. I love that kind of, and faux tortoiseshell. I love that, being able to just look through. I don't know. It's just lovely, isn't it? I guess that's why people like amber. And that's must have gone on offer to watcher, £13.30 free shipping. Glad that's sold. I think that's lovely. 2 very similar necklaces, actually, not going to the same person. You'll have seen me showing one of these in a haul, I think. This has been quite a popular style with this kind of bar thing. Gold tone, not gangster, more Sharon. Or I don't know, it's quite smart, really. What have I put? Power, statement, chunky. Not really. Well, I suppose it's a bit compared to a chain. Necklace, Egyptian-inspired gold tone costume jewellery. So that one's gone for £12.50 free shipping. And then a very similar one, which I think is going to Spain by GSP. Did I show you this yesterday? It looks familiar. Has also gone for £12.60 free shipping. But that's slightly chunkier, that one. Did I use no, I called that one industrial. So mixing up the keywords, but they're both sold anyway, so it's still popular. This one feels a bit better quality, to be honest, a bit heavier than this one, but look very similar. And then the last, Julia, and I've definitely shown you these and said these flower necklaces really seem very popular. I don't know if it's the new owl of costume jewellery. I couldn't wear it, but could hang somebody with that there. Could rock them. Oh, it's gone quiet. And that's, I think, on offer to watcher, £1.30 free shipping. I think these will all go large letter. Yes, if that's, oh yeah, so sometimes a lot of my necklaces are on for like £14. Sometimes I just go, oh, I'm just going to knock £1 off everything. I just send out 10 at the same time. So that's what that is. That's why it's 13. sometimes I'll go through and go, right, I'll knock 10% off everything. Sometimes I'll go through and go, right, I'm knocking 5% off everything. And so that's why probably that amber necklace, faux amber, went for 13.30. That was probably like 5%, or I don't know. It's literally how the mood takes me. Whatever mood I'm in, I'm like, meh, 7%, like to everybody. And it works. Little Peepy's in. Morning, little Josh. What big flowers you have? Very big flowers. Where was I up to? And 30 minutes. I'm about to finish. La 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 la. Crispy, wonder if only you have a games room set up. Well, I've got a darts board, which was my nephew's, and he set it up like a proper one on the back of the garage for me, because I've had so much stock in there, and I was worried about if I play with Connie, like darts flying everywhere into the stock. But now a lot of my stock's jewelry and it's in here. It's safer and we can get to the darts board now because I've cleared out all the cardboard boxes. Oh, Lex, by the way, 37 countries post office aren't sending to, including Russia and New Zealand. Does that mean, because somebody from Spain did message me and said, didn't seem to be understanding the GSP. She said GSP is not on anymore, and she didn't want international priority shipping. I was like, I'm only using GSP. And then, so when I got an offer on this necklace and it was going to Spain, I checked to make sure it was going to GSP, because I'm not going to the post office.
I finished the whole book.
Oh, fabulous. So what time is it now? 11. Are you on to your next section?
Yeah.
What are you off to do now then? Writing. Okay. Fun. Bad Wolf, I've stopped all overseas sales, just UK right now, so I can drop stuff in the post box. Yeah. I get tracked on all overseas sales. Yeah, I just take the chance. Yeah, I'm not going into the post office. I don't even know. It's when I cycle past on Sunday past our co-op, and our post office is in there. The co-op at a time it would normally be open was completely shuttered down and shut. And there was notes on there saying about queuing on the side. So I haven't been down that way since. So I don't even know if the post office is open. So it's all like Hermes collect from the doorstep, and they've been very good. And or large letters in the new large letter post box. Well, it's not new, it's just that I was being a twit and hadn't discovered it. Morning, Craig. You're going to have to watch Back 'em Off. Spain and Italy are okay for the time being. Depends how you look at it, Lex. Leanna Courier in Manchester has pleaded with people not to buy really frivolous stuff. Article in Man Evening News. Hope it doesn't start a trend. The thing is I sort of touched on this week, but I do some of the couriers actually, when they're doing it contactless, like, I went to see this person that picks up from my doorstep. I just leave it out there and they take it. Are they actually glad they have the work? Because if, they won't come into our doorsteps. Oh, doorbell. Let's see if somebody's getting that. Yes, I am in Fleetside. Is anybody able to get that? Okay, thanks. Yeah, I'm in Fleeceware. It's giving the game away now, isn't it? And that's just one person. It depends how they're being treated as well, isn't it? I don't want anybody being put at risk, but if you can do it safely, then that's a good thing, isn't it? I did see on Amazon, talking about ordering frivolous stuff. Charlotte dropped off a load of goodies. Oh, is that chocolate? Oh, it's corn. Oh, she must have got corn. Can you go and put the bits in the fridge? Oh, put it in the kitchen. I'll come and have a look and say, chocolate. Oh. Yeah, my friend did message. No, she called me yesterday and said I've managed to get like a slot popped up on the shop. And she said, I'll try and get some corn. And I was like, oh my God, I'm missing chocolate. Really missing chocolate. Some goodies. Oh, that's made my day. Yeah, I mean, if everybody came out and said, I don't know, it's almost like people should have the choice, really, shouldn't they? If you're a postman or you're a courier, and you don't want to put yourself at risk, you should be able to not put yourself at risk without losing your job. But if you're like, I want to do this and do it safely, then that's their choice, isn't it? I don't want to force anybody to do anything and take unnecessary risks, but if you can do it safely, that's a different thing. And if, you know, like that, if the frivolous stuff is going to perk you up for the day or keep you out of trouble or keep your mind, you know, because you're retail therapying, so that's a good thing, isn't it? And is it frivolous if you order something to keep you entertained? You know, because you're not going to die, but maybe you'll go loop the loo. Yeah, maybe it's going to affect your mental health.
Do you think some people
Rachel might, Bad Wolf's been asking for you, she's here. What might seem frivolous to one person might be essential to someone else. That's the thing, isn't it? Oh, look, Connie, you may come and say hello. And can get, well, yeah. One man's essentials as somebody else's frivolous non-essentials. Yeah, bag of goodies. I can't go look at that in a minute.
Do you think some people will end up in hospital for going crazy after this?
Yeah, it's called asylums.
Yeah?
Is that your Alexa alarm?
Oh, your alarm's going off, Con. Say hello to Bad Wolf on your way out.
Hello, Bad Wolf.
Can't deal with it, don't say it.
Okay. Alexa, stop.
Sorry, distracted by everything. Yeah.
I'm back.
Andrew, I would say it's a good thing as long as it's safe and workers are looked after. Yeah, I do not want anybody being put at risk unnecessarily. Well, unnecessarily, because obviously it's not. If it's not necessary, then if this lasts a long time, it's good for people and mental health to have nice things. Yeah, that's the thing. Yeah, like it's definitely going to affect people's mental health. If it's a long-term thing, we've got to think about that as well. Pre-loved boutique, aren't many couriers self-employed, so if the parcels were there to be delivered, they would have no work and no money coming in. Exactly, that's what I'm thinking. Like if somebody, I suppose then if you're self-employed, you could, well, it would be nice for them to have the option of saying, I don't want to work through this because I have savings and I can take this time back, but I want to come back to a job. That's the different thing. If some of them aren't going to get paid or can't live off credits, whatever it is that the government might be able to help with, or just in a loop where they can't get that, they might be like, I want to work, and if I can do it safely, don't stop me. It feels like it's got to be a personal choice, really. Well, it should be able to be a personal choice.
If it was a personal choice, then everyone would just do it.
Well, no, because you choose, because if you're self-employed and you can't get money from elsewhere, if you've got savings, you could have that luxury of choosing. But if you haven't, you might not have the luxury. But they should be kept safe.
As long as they follow what we're meant to be doing, like keeping 2 meters away, wash our hands regularly and stuff, then I think we should.
Bad Wolf, that's made my day. Don't be flattering Bad Wolf. Oh, Alexa just responded to Connie. Yeah, mine woke up. Alice woke up down here as well.
Sorry.
Hi, Joan. No one ignores Connie. Queenie Conquest, rather. Hello, Queenie. I spoke to the Amazon delivery guy and Hermes guy, and they were okay, still working with delivering parcels. Yeah, I haven't even seen mine because I just leave them out there. But I feel choice has got to be their choice as long as they're looked after. My friend that's dropped off the corn and the chocolates, was also getting some chocolate to leave out for
the bin
men who I left some ciders out for last week. Rachel gave my Hermes lady some gloves yesterday. Oh, well done. That's really nice. Vicky, yeah, my parcel man is self-employed, no parcels, no income. Yeah, so he is probably like, please don't stop me working, but it needs to be safe for people. It has to be safe for people. It's their lives. Not, dead, no income. Is the crux of it, isn't it?
But then you could be no income.
Cheryl, my
Me too,
local garden
thanks.
centre just delivered seed potatoes and compost. Very pleased. Oh, that's fab.
The
Leanne, the
problem-
couriers will hopefully keep some of the smaller garages open as fuel sales have dropped dramatically and they're at risk of closing. Everything's at risk, isn't it? It's like anything that can carry on safely should, but not where somebody is forcing somebody to come in, not, you know, an employer, not keeping them safe, but saying, well, you won't have any money if you don't come in, or I won't get your job open. That's, you know, that's going to be happening places, and that's just awful.
The problem is, if you then you get no income, but then if you get no income, you can be
You're not starved to death, and that's not even funny. That's,
yeah. So it's really hard.
if you're living hand to mouth, well, it's this thing, isn't it? If you, like, in some ways, if you have more money, you've got more choices. Like, you could choose not to put yourself at risk, and on the other hand, having money won't stop you getting coronavirus. If you have put yourself at risk, having money won't stop that. Yeah.
It's like rich house, poor house. They always say at the end, money doesn't make you happy, but it
You need
gives
enough.
more options.
Gives you more options. Yeah, you need enough. Right, okay. 41 minutes. I was going to finish at 30, wasn't I? Stay safe. And let's see what the announcements bring today. What day is it? Thursday. I'll be back on in the morning tomorrow, hopefully, with no fog on in the background. I'm going to go and enjoy my new post box soon. Take that however you wish. Do you want to say goodbye to Bad Wolf?
Don't die, bad wolf.
Oh, you all, the rest of you can die. Just Bad Wolf. Don't die. On that note, she's darker than I am.